We glorify, we glorify, we glorify your holy name. We glorify, we glorify, we glorify your holy name. Help me sing. We glorify, yeah. We glorify, oh, we glorify your holy name. We glorify, yeah. We glorify your holy name. Let's worship Him. We glorify your holy name. Oh, 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 yeah. We glorify your holy name. Not like you, Lord, not like you, Lord, your holy name. We glorify, glorify your holy name. Not like you, Lord, not compared to you, Lord. We glorify your holy name. We glorify. Your holy name, we glorify. Holy name, we glorify your holy name. Yes, Lord, not like you. We glorify, we glorify. Yeah, holy name, we glorify your holy name. The holy name, not like you, Lord, not like you. We glorify your holy name. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Oh, thank you very much to Tabiso for that very uplifting song. Now, based in Johannesburg with a total of 6 full-time members, the Palesa Book Club has been in existence since 2008 and are celebrating their 10th anniversary this year. They've read and discussed a good number of Black African authors over the years. This include the likes of Sisonke Msimang, Chinelo Okparanta, Nyathu, as well as Niq Mlhongo, just to mention a few. Well, Bongi Ndyoko is a member of the club and she joins me in studio to tell me more about their decade-long journey. Bongi, it's great to have you on the show. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Good morning, Pat. Thank you for inviting me.
Gee whiz, I have tons of stories about book clubs that dismantle a month down the line, 2 months down the line. You've been in a book club that's lasted a decade.
Yes.
How did this book club come about back in 2008 when you first gathered?
Okay, our founding member, Naomi Webster, was part of a group called Haboruna Women's Network. That group lasted for 2 years. So when it closed down, then there was a gap, and then we felt that there's a need now to have a small book club where we can share our reading interests. You know, at that time we were more focusing on poetry and all, but then as the time went by, it changed. We are reading all types of books, not just poetry. So
now,
that's how it came about.
As with any social club, sometimes you'll join and there's 100 of you. By the time the year ends, there's only 2 or 5 of you. How many members did you guys start at, and how many members are there currently existing?
At some point, we were about 12 members. And over the year, people resigned due to family commitments, work commitments. And right now, we are 6 members. The last member resigned last year because he had to move to Cape Town.
It's still quite an incredible feat, though, that the book club has lasted 10 years. What would you say has been the secret?
It's commitment, really. You know, when you are in a book club, you should take it as a relationship. You need to nurture it. You need to commit to it. So if you tell yourself that every month I'll spend about two hours with Palesa Book Club, I will you include it in your budget so that you're able to buy books. You tell yourself that every day I'll read a chapter of a book, and really, that's commitment, you know, because we're all busy. But if you make that commitment, and I think the most important thing is knowing the value that you get from a book club, then that helps you to stay that long.
I can imagine, you know, people within a book club may not necessarily have the same or similar literature taste, and that sometimes may lead to maybe heated discussions of subjects that some members of the group may be passionate about, or not so heated discussions, or not so interesting discussions, depending on, you know, as I said, people's literature tastes. So who are some authors or some book titles that have really gotten you guys to have those intense discussions in the book club?
One of the books that we really, it was difficult for us all. We thought it was a difficult read. It was the Book of the Dead, because of how it portrayed HIV and AIDS, you know. And another one that brought about a heated discussion was also rape, as well as No Longer Whispering to Power. Those were some of the books that really triggered quite a discussion amongst us.
Speaking of rape, I understand that next on your book club menu is a young author who certainly just made waves in her career, Malebo Sipodi, and you guys will be unpacking her debut book titled Misbehave. Who suggested this title?
This one was suggested by Mzi Nduna. She's very much interested in female. She's a feminist, so I think this book touches a lot on that. It will be our February read, and we are really looking forward to it.
All right. And what advice would you give to other people who are trying to start a book club that will stand the test of time, just as yours has been?
I think the important thing is to agree on the type of books that you want to read, the type of authors you want to read, and what the values of the book club. Once you agree on that, then it will be easier for people to not worry when someone else chooses this book that might not be an interest to you, but because you know what is the value of the book club, then it's easier. And agreeing on the terms of how you do things, I think will make it last.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Bongi, for your time, and all the best, and I hope you guys will enjoy Malebo Sipodi's Misbehave.
Thank you so much, Pearl.
All right. That was Bongi Ndyoko, who is a representative from the Palesa Book Club, and she joins us this morning to talk about their 10th year celebration, as well as their next discussion that is set to take place on the 3rd of February. We invite all our viewer bookworms, lone readers, and those belonging to book clubs to send us their favorite picks, and by doing so, you can find yourself joining us here on the show.